Hi, everybody. Coach Jody. Happy New Year. It's another year. Oh my gosh. I don't even know where to begin. So much has happened in the past year, and so much more is to come for the new year. So I don't know if many of you recall, but last month, the newsletter, my blog, was all about reimagining. And I believe that there are three R's that will set us on a path for what could be, what we can be, do, and have in our lives. And, especially you moms, my fellow moms, including myself, when our kids start to become more independent and then they graduate high school and then they leave home and then the next one leaves home. And before you know it, you're left with an empty nest wondering, now what? Now what am I supposed to do? And I know that resonates with a lot of us out there, because even myself, I wanted to know, what else is out there for me now that I've invested 18, 20, 30 years in raising my children. What could be next for me? And that first R that we talked about was all about reimagining. The process of asking yourself some really key core questions that would set you on the path of dreaming again, dreaming of all the things that you actually could be, do, and have in your life. And once you start reimagining and dreaming again and get that list of all those dreams on paper, then it's time to start with the second R, which I call redefining. And Merriam-Webster defines redefining as two parts. One, to define, again, to reformulate. Also, to re-examine or reevaluate, especially with a view to change, to transform. So I do like to start with definitions because it kind of gives us the framework on where to begin. So I know what you're all saying and thinking right about now is, great, Jody. Thanks for the definition, but what am I supposed to do with that? Or how do I begin? Well, I was actually with a group of women yesterday on January 1st. And we were all sitting around at the table. We actually embarked in the polar bear plunge. And for those of you who don't know, we ran into the Atlantic Ocean. Yes, in bathing suits. And then afterwards, 6 of us went back to a house and we sat around just talking about what it means to reimagine, dare to do something new. And one of the women, Karen, who I met for the first time, she put out a really great question, one that I believe all of us generally have. And her question was, she's looking to do some new things, maybe redefine some things for herself as she moves forward into the new year. And her question was, she wanted to know how you know what things to say yes to and what things to say no to. And I think really this is something we all struggle with. I mean, me personally, I'm definitely a chase the shiny object kind of person. So a lot of things appeal to me and I have a lot of interest. So I used to be in a habit of saying yes, 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 yes to everything. And then I would wake up one day in this overwhelm that I had way too much on my plate, but I made these commitments and I want to fulfill them. And I was in over my head. Does that sound like anybody out there? Is that resonating right now? It's not a great feeling. So Karen's question on, well, how do you know what to say yes to and what to say no to? I have an answer for it. And we all discussed it. And if it resonates with you and you want to know what our answer was to Karen, as far as how do you know moving forward to, looking at your list of all the things you reimagined for yourself, what you can say yes to, what you can say no to, without overcommitting or undercommitting to yourself and getting in a place of overwhelm or underwhelm, click the link below and read more about how you can redefine and answer that question for yourself. Happy New Year, everybody. See you soon.